I'm on my way to get some coffee now. And while I'm walking, I'll actually tell you what we've tested today. So overnight, I've had 4 trackers on me. I've had the Fitbit Inspire 2, the Honor Band 6, the Amazfit Band 5, as well as the Samsung Galaxy Fit 2. Now, that's going to be quite a big sleep analysis.
If you are new to Wesno's Tech News and Reviews, we talk about the latest tech news. We do brutally honest reviews and share hacks and tricks along the way.
Okay, so let's check the 4 trackers. So on my left hand, I had the Fitbit Inspire 2 as well as the Galaxy Fit 2, and on my right hand I had the Amazfit Band 5 as well as the Honor Band 6. So with these 4 trackers we can't really check the sleep stages such as your light, deep and REM sleep. What we can check though is the falling asleep time, the waking up times, and we know that there's a bit of a trick question here, right? So the alarm went off at 8 AM, but I actually got up and started moving around at 8:15. So now that we know that information, let's get into the test and comparison. Also, I will structure this test and comparison in the following way. So before I introduce a particular tracker, I'll give you like a slight recap of what that tracker is all about, and I'll leave the cards in the video so you can actually click on them, and if you want to see more about that watch, you can do that. Anyways, let's get into it. Now, I actually want to start it off with the Amazfit Band 5. So this tracker here is a sibling of the Xiaomi Mi Band 5. Now, they look almost identical. In fact, the only difference physically wise is that the Amazfit Band 5 is slightly more rectangular and less egg-shaped, if I can say, than the Xiaomi Mi Band 5. Otherwise, it does have an improved optical heart rate sensor, as well as that it's got Alexa, while the Mi Band 5 doesn't. Now, the Amazfit Band 5, so simply, we can see it's the traditional tracker. It's got a long black face. The actual screen in the middle is just a 1.1-inch AMOLED display. It is an AMOLED panel, and you will see the exact same specs sitting on the Samsung Galaxy Fit 2. The simplicity with the Amazfit Band 5 is that you can simply pop it out just like that. Yep, so there's the actual palette. It's tiny, and you can pop it back in easily. So if you want to change your strap, or you just want to charge it easily and clip it onto the actual pallet, you can do so. Nice and simple. A bit of a mixed result for the Amazfit Band 5. So the tracker tells us that I fell asleep at 2:46 AM, but I woke up at 8:16 AM. So we know that I woke up at 8 actually, but I was lying around for about quarter of an hour. So we can see that the falling asleep time is, well, somewhere around right. It's about 22:03 that I fell asleep, but the wake up time is not actually correct, and that would mean that the watch actually tracks your movement to identify whether you're sleeping or not. Another rather strange result with the Amazfit Band 5 is the resting heart rate. For some reason it's saying 76 beats per minute. That looks way off, because I can see alongside the other 3 trackers that my actual resting heart rate was somewhere between 64 and 65 beats per minute. But we can see that the lowest recorded heart rate was 44 for the 19th of February, while the highest so far in the day was 119 beats per minute. So the 76 actually looks like an average to me. I don't know why the Amazfit Band 5 will calculate your resting heart rate as your average heart rate. That's just not right. So I will actually pop a note to Amazfit support, because I think this needs to be noticed and potentially it's an error. Next one is the Honor Band 6, and if you've been watching the Wesno's Tech News and Reviews channel for quite a bit, you'll know that I absolutely adore this watch. And you can easily call this a watch, even though it's priced as a fitness tracker, $35. But really, this is a watch. It's got a 1.47-inch AMOLED display. So we all know that the Amazfit came out with the BIP U, and it has a 1.43-inch display, but that's an LCD panel. This is an AMOLED display. On top of it, of course, with the Huawei Health app, you do get more than 100 faces to go on top of this one. And some of the faces are really cool. So even if we look at this one here, Like, it's just something so simple, but it's very usable, it's nice, it's bright, it covers the whole of the screen. Love it. As you all know, Honor and Huawei actually share the same sleep technology. It's the True Sleep technology, and it does measure your deep, light and REM sleep. Now let's look at the numbers that the Honor Band 6 came up with, and we can see that I fell asleep at 2:38 a.m. while it says that I woke up at 7:44 a.m. Now this is actually quite interesting, because we know the alarm went off at 8 a.m. That's when I actually woke up, when I opened my eyes, and I actually got up from my bed at 8:15. So where did 7:44 come from? So the watch is telling me that I've been asleep for 5 hours and 3 minutes. I was awake for 3 minutes, and my resting heart rate was 65 beats per minute. Now 65 beats per minute, that sounds a bit right, because that's in line with my usual resting heart rate on a daily basis. Okay, so now let's take a look at the Samsung Galaxy Fit 2. Oh gosh, taking this off is just, it's so difficult, because it's got this funny clasp which is just so inconvenient to use. And I actually talk about this in detail on the review, so check it out if you're interested. Okay, so Samsung Galaxy Fit 2, just the name, right? Think about it. Samsung managed to get the word Galaxy into its cheapest tracker ever, $49 or 49 pounds. I would never have thought that anything with the word Galaxy in it could cost this cheap. And what do we get? Well, we get a rectangular-ish fitness tracker shape. Looks just like any other fitness tracker out there. It's got a 1.1 inch display, same as on the Amazfit Band 5 actually. It's got great sport functionality. You can go into the Samsung Health app, you can choose one of the numerous sport activities there, and you can add them to one of the 10 favorite sport profiles you can actually keep on the tracker. Let's take a look at the numbers that the Samsung Galaxy Fit 2 gives us. So it's showing me that I've woken up at 8 a.m. or specifically 7:58 a.m. but fell asleep at 2:41. Now that looks spot on. And so now we're left with the final watch, and this is the Fitbit Inspire 2. Quite an interesting piece of kit, because again, it does look just like the standard fitness tracker, except for the fact that it costs twice as much as the Galaxy Fit 2, or 3 times as much as the Amazfit Band 5. So either 89 pounds or $100. That's a lot of money. Of course, you do get a 1-year free premium subscription. 1 year, because after the 1 year is done, for the rest of the years you're going to be paying $80 a year of subscription to get the premium services. But if we put that to the side, let's just talk about the Inspire 2. So it's an all plastic case. The actual surface on top here, it's not glass, it's plastic. That's a bit of a worry to me, because if it's plastic, the first thing I hit it on is going to leave either a dent, a mark, a scratch, whatever it is. I've just paid, let's say, $100 for it. I'm gonna get it wrecked just like that. That's a bit of an issue. It is light though. It's using a very smart technology in regards to its click-off straps. So that's pretty cool. It looks a bit more premium than the pop-out straps. On top of that, we have quite an interesting screen here. So the panel size is tiny. I could not find the actual panel size, but I would say that it's somewhere around 0.5 to 0.7 of an inch. So it is rather small. But it is considered fashionable because it's an AMOLED display that uses just the black and white colors. So all the infographics, everything is in white on a black background. So it's retro coolish in a way. I can't say I'm a fan, but it does the job. Basically, with black and white, you'll be able to see it in any light conditions, be it in direct sunlight or not. There is excellent contrast. But anyway, let's look at the actual stats. So the Inspire 2 has shown us that I went to sleep at 2:40 a.m. spot on, and that I woke up at 1:08 a.m. That's also very, very sharp. So I would say that in the first place we have the Fitbit Inspire 2. I think it did the most accurate job of tracking my sleep. Now, the first place will have to be shared with the Samsung Galaxy Fit 2, because it also tracked it perfectly when I fell asleep, when I woke up. With the Amazfit Band 5 and the Honor Band 6 battling away for the second and third place, I'm actually thinking of giving preference to the Honor Band 6. Yes, it was off by 15 minutes from my awakening time. So if I woke up at 8 AM, it's saying I woke up at 7:44. That's a bit off, agreed. But at least the resting heart rate was on par, 65 beats per minute, while the Amazfit Band 5 has overstated the awakening time, and on top of that got the resting heart rate completely wrong. Thanks for watching. If you did find this test and comparison useful, drop us a like. If you want to see more of the same, then please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.